Hi ladies, welcome to my weekly live. I'm Julie Gilson and I'm with stampinggala.com, and I'm really happy that you're here today. I see a lot of my friends hopping on, some of my team members, and also some new people. So if you are new and haven't joined me live before, please let us know so we can give you a warm welcome. Today I am using a brand new set out of the new catalog, and it's called Gallery Blooms, and I love it. There's some really cool dies that go with it that will cut out the coordinating stamps, and there's a few other dies that will add some texture and some interest to your projects, like this double frame here, and then a lot of little pieces that you can add foliage, and I just love it. I love how it turned out, so I hope you do too. I'm also using another stamp set for the sentiments. It is included in the suite of products in this suite, and it's called Beautiful Motifs, and I think you'll like some of these things as well. But before I get started, I do want to point out a couple of things. Let me pull this in. I just finished the new Create a la carte for May, and it is absolutely stunning. I hope you guys like it. I have four different cards, as you can see here. They are so pretty in person. Let me show you these. And I'm using the Impressions Blooms bundle for these. I just love how they turned out. I did 2 in Pretty in Pink and 2 in Melon Mambo. And as you know, pinks are my favorite colors. And also, I wanted you to know that I have a gift box to go with it that will fit the cards in it. Some people have been asking me for a size gift box for the cards, so I thought I would include it. As always, this is Create a la carte, and it's a subscription-based class to go. It always includes 5 projects, and it includes approximately $18 to $20 in product in addition to the projects. And one of the things you're getting this month is this full roll of ribbon. It is beautiful. Look how pretty that ribbon is. And a full package of the gold foil along with some other things. So it is $45, and that includes shipping. So it is on my blog at stampinggala.com if you are interested in signing up for that, and you can drop at any time. The other thing I wanted to tell you is many of you know that I have a subscription-based membership program that every single Monday I send a PDF out on Mondays, and it only costs $5. You get a PDF every Monday. Sometimes you get a bonus if there's 5 Mondays in a month. And anyway, so that works out to around $1 a PDF, which I think is reasonable. And then also I have a level 2 in addition to the PDFs that you get on Mondays. The first Monday you would get a Fun Fold PDF, plus you get a 25% off coupon to my PDF store to use during the month. So I just wanted to show you the cards that I did this past Monday. So I think this one turned out really nicely. It's graduation season, so I thought this is perfect. And then the Fun Fold this month is this really pretty card. It opens like this. These 2 open, and it's a beautiful birthday card. So if you're interested, you can also hop over to my blog after this video and then sign up for my membership program and or the the Create a la carte. Okay, so with that, I think I'll get started. And again, we're gonna make this one first. This one is a little more detailed, and trust me, these are prettier in person, and I hope you do like them. This is Strawberry Slush, and I'm using silver foil, and I am watercoloring on watercolor paper. Okay, and it's heat embossed as well. So let me bring this in and let you know that this is, again, Strawberry Slush, and it is 11 by 4 1/4, and it's scored at 5 1/2. Now, ladies, if you like this video, please make sure you give me a thumbs up and let us know. I would appreciate that. Okay, so this right here is, I just took a piece of, and look how it curls up. It is 1 1/4 by 4 1/4. No, 1 1/2 by 4 1/4. And I embossed it with the mini corrugated embossing folder. I'm going to layer this on top of an additional piece of basic white. And let me see if I can get my glue going here. I just used it a little bit ago. Hold on one second. So I love these glue guns. My sister has a hard time with her hands lately. She has that trigger finger, and these are so nice for that. And if you have arthritis too, or carpal tunnel. So anyway, so we're going to pop this on here, and it's the same length, but it is a little bit bigger from top to bottom. Okay, so it lays flat now. So we're going to put this right here, and if there's any hangover, we're going to cut it. Let me trim this real quickly. There is a tiny bit hanging over here. Hi, Jane. I'm from Michigan, too. Whereabouts in Michigan? And are you new to my channel? Thanks, Melody. It really is a good value. Okay, so we're just going to pop this on right here. And I'll move it up just a tad. Okay, so just make certain that it's straight. All right. And then what I have here is a piece of silver foil and also a piece of basic white. And these sizes will be on my blog a little bit later today or tomorrow. I'm having a hard time with my glue today. It's just about ready. Okay, and the basic white piece is embossed with the exposed brick embossing folder. I see some of my team members hopping on as well. And I do want to tell you that we have an awesome team, and there's a great special going on right now, a new starter kit special where you receive $165 of your choice in product for just $99 plus tax. There's not even shipping on it, so that's saving another 11%. So if you're at all interested, I would love to have you on my team. Okay, so we're going to put this on with dimensionals. Let me see where they went. Hey, Kathy Denzel. I took out some new dimensionals just for today. And I don't know where I put them already. It is a great steal, that deal. And I would love to have new people on my team if you're at all interested. Kathy Denzel, that just popped on, is on my team, and she only joined to learn how to tie a bow. And it's almost 15 years later. She's still on my team. Okay, ladies. So this is, let me show you. It is cut from the matching dies, the inside here. All right. And then this one, I love this one. I wish it wasn't being discontinued. This is on the last chance list. So this is linked together and it makes beautiful backgrounds to cards and projects. So this is only available while supplies last. So you might want to hop on and get that. And again, it's called Linked Together. Okay. So what I'm going to do is just put some. Let me cut this part off. I don't want that there. A longer piece and a shorter piece. And same thing over here. All right. So ladies, if you want these make and takes, just place an order by Sunday, an online order through my online store. And it would have to be a $50 minimum order, and I'll send you these make and takes for free. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put this on right here, making certain that it's straight. I like it to be elevated just a little bit. Okay, so then we're going to bring this in. Let me get this out of the way. And we're just going to put this down right here. And I'll just add some glue on here. The dimensionals will help as well on here. You're not kidding, Kathy. It is the best group of ladies. Okay, so we have that. So far, so good. Let me move it over just a tiny bit. Okay, so now we're going to do some stamping. And I do have some of this done, but I do want to show you how it looks. Every single time I drop something. It wouldn't be a Julie video without me dropping something. Okay, so we're going to stamp this image right here. Let me show you. It's this one. So we're stamping it with Versamark, and then we're going to heat emboss it. Okay, so let me grab a piece of scratch paper. I was using that other contraption, that embossing catcher, and I don't know, this is so much easier. Okay, so we're just going to pour this on. And then I can just pour it right back in and not have to worry about the cap and getting it all out of there. And I can just throw that out when I'm done. Okay, so we're going to, oh my gosh, I did it with the wrong color. Well, I'm going to heat this anyway. You'll get to see what it looks like in gold. How many of you caught that I did that in gold instead of silver? LaSheila, you're so sweet. Okay, I did die cut them, and look, magically they're silver again. And we're going to go ahead and color them. I need 3 of them, so I did do 3. So where are my ink pads? Right here. All right, so we're watercoloring these with Old Olive and Strawberry Slush. So let's start off with the Old Olive first, and I just pop some into the lid. And Old Olive is on here too. Oh, good. I'm glad. Anyway, so what I like to do is just give it a light wash where I want the old olive. And then I'm going to show you what I do to add the detail. So yesterday I had 3 people sign up on my team under me, and I expect that it'll keep going like crazy like that until the end of the month, because that's the special right now. So if you want information, I'd love to chat with you. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just see how I'm dipping in the darker color, and I'm just kind of swiping just to give it some texture. Okay, same thing on this side. Oh, I missed some of the leaves here. It's all right, I'll come back and get them. All right, so it's lighter now. All right. Okay, so I have the leaves done, and I just have to clean off my brush, and all I do is take a paper towel and squeeze it a little bit. Did you use the embossing buddy when you stamp with Versamark? I personally don't, but I have one available for my classes when people come over because people like it. I just prefer not to use it. I don't need to. I'm very careful, so it works out fine for me. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm using Strawberry Slush, the new color, which I love. And so I'm just putting some color in these little flower petals, and it goes by really quickly. As you can see, because you're just kind of dotting them. Okay, just like that. And then what I do is I get some darker color on it, and I go back and I just put another dot on some of them, just so it'll have a little bit of a contrast. Okay, just like that. All right, now I still have ink on here, so I'll just go ahead and do the other flower. I don't know if I should call this a single flower or plural. I guess single. Okay, and again, go back and kind of just dot some of them. Okay, so let me close these so I don't make a mess. So ladies, if you would share my video, I would appreciate it. It helps me to reach a larger audience. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do here. I now have 3 of them. So I'm going to cut some of these apart. So I have some extra. Never, never, never throw out these side pieces. Okay, I'm going to stick one right down here in the corner. Okay, and I'm just going to stick this right here, and I want it coming off the side a little bit. And what I'm going to do is stick some glue. Oop, I got some. I'm going to have to raise this. I got ink on it somehow. I don't know if you can see that, but okay, I gotta raise it so it hides that glue, that little bit of color I got on there. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is slide this one under here, and I'm going to put a couple of dimensionals on here. Hey, Barbara, I hope you're doing well. All right, so this is going to go on here, and see how I'm angling it the other direction. And then I have one more, and I'm going to put this one on as well with dimensionals. And I'm going to tuck this under here. Okay, just like that. Then I die cut. These are in the same die cut or die package, die set, I should say. And all I'm going to do is tuck this under here. So I'm going to trim off the end so it doesn't get in the way. I'm going to add a little bit of glue and slip this in. Okay, just like that. Just for some color, some contrasting texture and color. Same thing with this one. I'm just going to slide this under here. Look how cute that is. So far, so good. Okay, let me grab, where did that go? I need a piece of white. All right, so we're going to stamp hello on here with Versamark. Ooh. Okay, this time I'll do it with silver. How's that? All right, we're going to heat this. All right, and I'm going to cheat a little bit. I have this old punch. I'm just going to put this in here. I could use a die, but this is so much easier on camera. So we're going to trim this off. I'm just going to trim it off on an angle like this and another angle like that. Okay, bring this back in, and I'm going to lay it right across here. And I'm just going to put, let me see, a dimensional on here. Now, I do want to let you know that I won't be on next week because I am leaving the beginning of the week to go to Disney for the incentive trip that I earned with Stampin' Up. So watch for a sales incentive by me, provided by me, and while I'm gone. Okay. Anyway, we're going to do a double bow here with this silver ribbon. And this comes in a package with silver and gold together. Oops. Okay, so I'm going to just adjust it. And ladies, I believe I only have like 10 spots left for my Christmas retreat. So if you're interested in coming, you might want to let me know as soon as possible. Okay, so this is going to go on. I think I'm going to put it right here. I'm moving it over just a tad. All right, so we're going to put it on with a glue dot. Just going to put it right here and just pop this on. And I like to separate the little bow things. Okay, so then we need the diamonds. And this time I'm going to put one of the diamonds right here because guess what? I got some ink on it right there. So we're gonna go there, here, and up here. Oops. That one I left the thing off. Let me see. The backing. I don't even know if I can get it on there. There, I got it. Okay, so here is your first card, the outside of your card. I hope you like this. All right, so we're going to take the inside and we're going to bring this in. And these, we're just going to stamp, again, this stamp here in the corner. I always like to have something on the inside and also on the envelope too. It always looks pretty. Okay, now since I am not using watercolor paper on the inside, you want to be careful and not get too much water on here. Otherwise, you'll be disappointed. Thanks, ladies. I'm glad you... Oh, my goodness. I almost forgot to heat it. That would have been a mess. Did you see that? I almost started coloring it. Okay, now it's time to color. All right, so since I already had the strawberry slush on here, I'm just adding the color in now. And the results when you stamp on regular cardstock as opposed to the watercolor paper, it does have a different look. It's actually more crisp on here than it is on watercolor paper. Hey, Dawn, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. You got to make it to one of our card buffets. They're a lot of fun since you're local. I'm working on a girls' night out. It's actually daytime. That we're going to do pizza, bunko, and a kit. So if you're local, that will be a lot of fun for you. It's going to be at a local pizza restaurant in Canton. And there'll be prizes, of course. So if you're interested, let me know. And the other thing I wanted to mention is I'm going to be doing an online bingo soon. It'll be on Zoom. So if you're interested in that, I'm planning that for June. That one will be online. So I would love to have you join us. Okay, so let me get this on the inside. Okay, so here is the inside. I hope you like it. What do you think? Do you like the first card? I hope so. And really, it doesn't even show up as nicely. Okay, so the next card we're going to do is this one right here. And this is simple, but it's very, very pretty. So let me pull this stuff in. And this one is the same orientation. It's 11 by 4 1/4, and it's scored at 5 1/2. Okay, and then we have 2 pieces of basic white. One is 4 7/8 by 3 3/8, and then this one is 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. And I did emboss this, and this is embossed with the exposed brick embossing folder. Okay, so we're going to put this on our card base. This past weekend when I did my card buffet, I had a good friend come all the way from Kentucky. Can you believe that? What a trooper, huh? Okay, so I have 2 pieces here, silver foil and basic white, and I use the everyday arches dies for these, and I just used 2 different sizes, and there's quite a few in this set. Yes, they are a lot of fun, the bingos, and what I do for the online bingo, I include a stamp set and the um, make and takes, but I may even do a kit this time. I'm not sure. Okay. All right, so I have that. And then this one is going to be put on with dimensionals. Ah, that's so cute, LaSheila. We did have a lot of fun. It was a great time. We had 12 or 13 people. You know, Kathy, they're one of my favorites too. They're a nice set to have in your stash. Okay, so we're going to put this on, and I'm just going to make sure that I get it straight. And I don't think I got the bottom one straight, so that's better. Okay, so now we're going to do some more stamping. So again, I'm pulling in the watercolor paper, and this time we're using the large, let me see. We're going to use this side right here. I stamped on something earlier, and I didn't get it all the way on. I wasn't paying real close attention, so I don't want to stamp over top of it. Ah, that's sweet, of course. Okay, so let me bring this back in. This flower is so, so pretty. You'll see. I did it. I stamped over top of it. Okay, so we're not going to do that one. I did stamp ahead of time. And let me get this. Here it is, magical TV. Okay, and I'm going to pop these out, the little pieces here. And then we're going to do some coloring. And the colors, again, I'm using are Strawberry Slush and Old Olive. And right now I have Old Olive left on my brush. Aw, Debbie, how sweet. That is so sweet of you to say that. Okay, so now we're going to do the leaves here. And again, I'm doing them the same way as I did the other ones. So I'm getting just the leaves done. Where are you from, Debbie? Okay, and then I'm just going to add a little bit of texture with the darker color, and I'm just kind of sweeping up. 'Cause you don't want to color the whole leaf the same color. You want to give it a little contrast. I'm coloring it the same color, but a little more concentration. Okay, so let me clean the brush off. Okay, Illinois. Are you by the Chicago area? All right, we're switching over to um, strawberry slush. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and give this a wash, and then I'll come back and give it some detail. You know, when you use watercoloring, it does kind of make you feel like an artist because you can't mess up, and it's so pretty. Okay, so it's all one color basically, see? I haven't been to Chicago in a long time. I used to work for a company, and one of our offices was in Chicago, and I went out there and worked with another sales rep, and we called on grocery stores. Okay, so see, I'm just adding some darker, not all over, just kind of swiping up from the bottom. And I see the new Pope is from Chicago. It's kind of cool. It's American. Okay, so isn't that pretty? Oh, I just said that, and I just looked up and saw your comment there. Okay, so this is going to go on kind of on an angle. All right, so I did find my dimensionals. My dad would be happy. They named him pretty quickly too. Yes, I am retired from my daytime job. I worked for them for 25 years in outside sales. Okay, so this is going to pop on just like this. See how pretty that is so far? Yes, first American Pope. Okay, so now let me grab another piece of white cardstock. Now this time I'm going to stamp Celebrate, and this too is in this stamp set. Okay. Okay, and what I did was I die cut this with the beautiful butterfly dies. Okay, and we're going to bring this back in, and this is going to go on dimensionals. I'm going to put two right next to each other. And then the other one over here, we'll add a little dab of glue. So let me make sure it's straight. So far, so good. Okay, now we're going to add some ribbon. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Debbie, are you a demonstrator as well? My first card, ladies, was so ugly. And I thought it was so pretty. So there is hope for anybody who is just beginning and hasn't gotten in their groove yet, or their style developed. There is hope, because if you saw my first card, you would agree. And I kept it because I always want to remember where I came from. Oh, is that right? Welcome, Cheryl. Where are you from? Oh. Nancy, have you seen my first card? I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have an upline, and I just tried my best. Okay, we're going to add some diamonds here. If you notice, I like to add different sizes. I do have it handy. I can show you after this card is over. You guys might drop then. Okay, so we're going to add, we're going to do the inside. And this time, let me see. Let me pull this in. And we'll just stamp a portion of this. I know I've shown this card before. A sewer, a quilter, and a crocheter. I am back to stamping because... Aw. Well, if you decide that you want to do this and receive a discount, I'd love to have you on our team. It sure is fun, and you don't have to do what I do to enjoy the discount. It's almost like a Sam's membership. It's kind of cool, actually. That's nice. My sister-in-law owned a quilt shop. She had a long end quilting machine. And anyway, she just sold her business and moved up north. And now she's doing cards. She makes beautiful quilts. Okay, so this time I'm going to start with the strawberry slush. Yes, it is better than Sam's, isn't it? And do these quickly. How did you find me, Debbie? I'm curious. It's funny because my very best friends now that I've had for the longest are all from Stampin' Up and from being in Stampin' Up. And it's really interesting because they truly are the best friends I've ever had. And I just love it. And I meet new friends all the time. So it's really cool. Awesome. Well, I'm glad you found me. Okay, so here's what the inside is going to look like. And we're going to glue this together. Nice, Cheryl. Whose team are you on, Cheryl? I wonder if I know them. Now remember, if you want these make and takes, these kits sent to you, all you have to do is place an order by Sunday of $50 or more, and I'll send you these make and takes for free. Okay, and in addition to that, you get the host or the Stampin' rewards. So you would get money added to your account for your next order. Okay, so here is your second card. I hope that you like this. And I think you're really going to like the box I'm going to show you next. But if you'd like to see my first card, I have it handy right here. It's going to blow you away. You'll probably want to case it and make some of your own. And I'd be so honored if you did. Oh, yeah, I know, Connie. Okay, you ready? Look how beautiful that is. And look at the inside. Look how gorgeous. Didn't I do a great job? Anyway, I keep it around for laughs. Okay, so here is the box, and look how cool this is, how I added this trim here. Okay, you want the create a la carte? All right, Lashila. Okay, so let me grab the box, and let me tell you, let me get this back in here so I don't get it all over. I think I have too. All right. So anyway, the box itself is almost a full sheet, and this is 11 by 8. And I scored it on the 11-inch side. I scored it at 1.5, 4 3/4, 6 1/4, and 9.5. You turn it on the 8-inch side, and it's scored at 1.5 and 6.5. Okay, so we're going to fold on the score lines. Nancy, are you going to case my card? That's going to be one of the cards on the next cruise, by the way. Okay, so on the long side, we're going to do some trimming. You're hurting my feelings, Nancy. That wasn't very nice. Okay, and then we're going to go here. So I'm cutting up to the intersecting score line on all the tabs here. Thank you, Cheryl. No, it is stone cold ugly. Okay, so that's how it looks on the one side. We're going to turn this and do exactly the same thing on this side. And if you notice, these longer tabs, that's the side of the box. So I'm cutting on the inside of those score lines because I don't want them, the bumps, to be there. Okay. So see, I'm cutting on the inside of this one and then making the tab there, and then the inside of this one. What did you say? Oh, hi, Margie. This is your first time? Welcome. Okay, so we have that. You wouldn't want to see mine. Went to something house and saw that it was falling apart. Daughter-in-law's. Oh, okay. Anyway, I'm going to flip this over, and the side that kind of bows up, that's going to be where you put the glue. Okay. Well, I haven't been stamping that long. Just, let me see. I think it'll be 15 years in August. So I'm putting the glue on all of the tabs. Okay. All right. And then we're going to pull this in just like that. And we're going to pull this side in. All right. And then we're going to bring this in, and we're making the bottom of the box first. All right. And then here. Now, remember, ladies, if you want to sign up for Create a la carte, you only have until the 15th of the month. And if you'd like to see it again at the end, I can show it to you at the end. Okay, so then this is just going to close like that. It's a nice size box. It is 5 by 3 1/4. Okay, so it'll fit a lot of nice things in here. Okay, so now what I did was I die cut this piece, which is the larger one here, just in white. And then what I did was I put it in my scorer, and I scored it at 1 on here and here at 1 inch. I turned it and scored it again at 1 inch. Okay, so all I'm going to do is fold here on the score line. Now just crease it a little bit, burnish it. Okay, so then this will fit right over top, just like that. Okay. The glue gun is, it's from My Sweet Petunia, and I just love it. It was a gift. 2 people actually gave it to me, and I love it, and I use them both. Okay, so I'm just putting it on there first, and this is what I do. I lay it on there, and I get it centered. See what I mean? Then I'm going to push it down so I don't get glue all over. Okay, so now this time I'm just going to take a piece of, this is just scrap. So I'm putting glue on here, and I'm going to swipe it right under here. And that way it doesn't get all over. So you see, so this will be the front. All right, so now I had this laying on my desk, which is the size I need. And if it were, if I didn't have this, I'd have to cut out a piece this size. And then I have a piece of basic white that I embossed with the exposed brick. So I'm just going to put the glue around the edges here. And this worked out perfectly because I have this centerpiece that I used for other things. Because as you know, the silver and the gold is a little bit more expensive, so you want to make it last a little bit longer. Okay, so we're going to put the dimensionals, and what I'm doing is putting them so it's connecting both of these, so it kind of holds it, if that makes sense. And then one in the middle. Okay, so this is going to go on right here. So I'm centering that. And then I did, I stamped 2 of these, and I did color one of them already. So let me see, I have Old Olive on here already. So that's what I'll start with. So does anybody want to see the Create a la carte class when I'm done here? Just say yes or no. All right. Oh, I need to add some. And I do want to show you how I did these flowers, because I did do a little bit, I did it a little bit differently. Okay, so let me bring this in. And this again is Strawberry Slush. I love the new colors. And you know, one of my favorites is the Timid Tiger. And I'm really not an orange person, but oh my gosh, it's so, I love it. In fact, I'll show you something I did with it. In fact, it's one of these flowers, one of the other ones that I used. And I was going to do it in that, but I switched. And I wish I would have stayed with it. So I'm just giving this a wash. And then I'm taking the stronger color, and I am just kind of swiping up. I'll show you at the end, the one in Timid Tiger. It's so pretty. And I'll also show the other, the Create a la carte. I think the Create a la carte is one of the prettiest projects I've ever made. Okay, so now we're going to take these. I'm going to put this one here on dimensionals. You know what? I love cloud cover. And this Sunday, I'm going to really try hard to get back into doing my Simple Sunday and Makeover Monday. And I'm going to use that. All right, so this is going to go right here. I'm going to flip this over and add some dimensionals here. I'm making this kind of like a wreath. All right, I did die cut these. So I'm going to add some glue on here and put this under here, just like that. Same thing here. And these are just in silver. I don't know how well they show up as silver. Okay, so then I'm going to take this and stamp Thinking of You, and I will have to trim it some. No, it says thank you for everything, not thinking of you. Maybe I won't have to trim it. We'll see. Okay, let me put this back in, get it out of the way. Oops. Yes, I think I'm gonna, let me see, I'm gonna trim this just a little bit. And we're gonna trim it this way. Okay, so this is going to go on right here in this. Yeah, that's the right way because the front is here. So I'm going to stick the dimensionals down here only because they need to, it's got to be the same height. Okay, so this is going to go right, you know what? I'm going to add a couple more. All right, so this is going to go on right here. Look how pretty that is. We're going to add some ribbon. We're going to do a double bow. I'm going to try and get a video online for my double bow. So it'll be on YouTube. I'm going to try that this weekend on Sunday. I'm just about packed to go on Tuesday. I'm leaving. So remember, I will not be on next week. I'm taking my grandson. It's going to be a ball. And he is so excited to go. His first time in Disney. Okay, so this is going to go here like that. And then, where are my diamonds? Okay, I can't find my diamonds. I guess I won't be, oh, here they are. Okay, so we're going to put the largest one right here, like it's a kind of like a button on the front. And then we're going to put some here, here, and here. So, ladies, here are your projects for today. I hope you like them. Let me show you. Here you go. And then here are these. So remember, if you would like to have these make and take sent to your home. Just place your order by Sunday. And then I'm going to show you, this is my Create a la carte for this month. And it includes the 5 projects. And oh my gosh, they're so darn pretty. Look at the box. And that's all watercolored freehand. And it is Melon Mambo. And then I have 4 cards that will fit perfectly inside here. This might be one of my favorites. And then here is another one. And of course, this is a favorite too. Isn't it gorgeous? So it will include a full package of the gold foil sheets, a full roll of the ribbon, and some other other items. And it includes shipping. So if you're interested in this, please make sure that you go to my website at stampingala.com. You can see it right on the screen right now. And register for Create a la carte. And I would be happy to get those to you. They will ship out on the 25th. I have to have time to get it cut and all of that, order the product. So anyway, ladies, thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. And I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to earn your business. I will talk to you soon and have a wonderful week. Good night.